Hi, this is Miss Big Betty Bombshell. Miss Big Betty Bombshell in the house. I was looking out there at the window, just was wondering, because I tell you, they had a party out there, and I mean, they don't know how to stop. They don't know how to go to bed. 3 o'clock they were partying, 4 o'clock in the morning they partying. They didn't stop partying until 5 o'clock. I mean, I'm thinking about moving in the suburb, the suburbs. I'm ready to move out there because I tell you, there are too many people around here in New York, and they don't believe in that social distancing. I tell you, I sat up there the other day. I seen a man looking at me talking about, I want a big woman. I'm sorry, but I ain't the one. I ain't the one. I ain't talking to you because you was just a little bit too old for me. Boy, I tell you, I sat up there. I said they don't have no problem. Some don't be wearing no mask. You be like, and they be crowded. I'm talking about I went downstairs and boy, they had a party going on, and I looked over there across the street. They had a party across the street. They had one on the side of me, and I'd be doggone if they had one in the back too. I mean, they were partying. They were getting their party on, but it was kind of cute because the kids was having their graduation party and everything, celebrating, but you still got to use caution, people. Y'all still so close to each other. Nobody ain't social distancing. When I seen all that going around, guess what? Miss Big Betty Bombshell went right on back in the house. I turned right around and went right on back in the house. Boy, I tell you, I was sitting up there. I got a phone call talking about, oh, you want a trip. And I was like, want a trip? Talk about I got this fancy hotel. And I was like, that sound good. Talk about a weekend getaway. And come to find out they talking about in Mexico. I hung the phone up. I said, ain't nobody traveling right now with this corona. You know with this corona. Now, I wouldn't mind flying private jet, but I really don't like to fly, but I fly a private jet. You ain't got to worry about a private jet. You know what I'm saying? But when you got them big people, got people all around and everything, you got to wear goggles and everything else. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I was like, ain't nobody traveling besides. I don't want to travel and ain't got no man and be talking about the weekend. I don't even want to hang with my best friend. Shoot. And I sure don't want to be with myself, so why going on vacation now? Everybody flying and going over there and over here and overseas and over there overseas. Oh, it nice to be to go there. I even want to go to Africa, but not right now, unless I'm on a private jet, because I'm telling you, people don't believe in social distancing, especially not around here. My goodness, I sit up there and sometimes I just gotta shake my head. You gotta woo, and you gotta move too. Boy, you almost like you trying to do the electric slide with them folks getting near you. But I tell you, I had some young men, old men, white men, every man trying to get next to me, and I be, whoa, come on now. Social distance now. Come on now. Because I can't afford to get you know that now. I can't afford to get that. I even stopped eating all that stuff I was eating. Oh yeah, had to get a whole lot of vitamin D. Oh yeah, I had to stock up on some vitamin D now. I tell you, you got to be careful, people of God. Boy, I tell you got to be strong. You got to exercise. You got to eat right. Woo, I'm telling you. All that fried foods and all that stuff. I tell you, I went and I tried to treat myself Sunday, getting a nice little sandwich. I like them little, what they call the Philly cheesecake, whatever. I tried one of them. That thing was nasty. I said, Lord, I done changed my eating habits so that I can't go back to what I used to eat. So you know what? I know I ain't going back to what I used to be like. But I'm just saying, my God, it's time for me to get fine now. Miss Big Betty Bombshell trying to get fine. Miss Big Betty Bombshell want to be here longer. You know what I'm saying? So I'm making sure I eat right. I drink so much water. I drink more water now than I ever did in my lifetime. My doctor called me. She got me hooked up with a nutrition and stuff. She called me talking about, well, how much water you drink? I said, I drink about 5 bottles or more a day. But then she was asking about, oh, you can have a little bit of this, have a little bit of that, because she know Miss Big Betty Bombshell. She went cold turkey there. I went cold turkey. I cut up out a whole lot of stuff. Boy, I tell you. I stopped drinking sodas and went to drinking them sugary drinks. I had to cut all that stuff out. No. I'm just coming to encourage y'all. Y'all got to be safe out here. Y'all got to think. Y'all acting like ain't nothing happening. Y'all act like everything over with. It ain't over yet. To me, it's like it's just getting beginning. You know what I'm saying? But I tell you, you think I can understand, don't want to be in the house and be hot, every day. I think I lost about 20 pounds just sweating by itself. You know what I'm saying? But you got to be safe, people. This thing is real. You know what I'm saying? My goodness. But I tell you, it's not affecting me as much as I thought it would. Because, I was staying in the house more often before all this stuff came out. You know what I'm saying? But I just wanted y'all to know. I was sitting up there, boy. They would sit up there with the music and carrying on or whatever. I said all I could do was just sit in my house and listen and reminisce on how it used to be. Miss Anime, she be sitting up there talking about I got all holy on her. I said, anybody get holy with all this stuff going on around here? Come on now. Hey, God got everybody's attention. Oh, yes. My goodness, my goodness. Boy, I tell you. But the thing that I'm looking forward is when everybody could come together in love. See, love. Everybody come together in love. Yes, my goodness. I tell you, it'll be all right. We just got to love. You know what I'm saying? Stop fighting each other in love. You know what I'm saying? My goodness, my goodness. Well, I tell you, I just had to sit back and just think about little things. I'd be reminiscing, what have you. But you know what made me feel real good? When I was walking by and the young men be out there and they be, doing their thing and all. And I ended up witnessing to them, telling them some things, sharing with them. And they would share them with me, I had them laughing and cracking up, I said, Lord, I noticed that. I noticed lately I've been sharing with them because I could relate to them. Yeah, I told them, I used to do the same things y'all used to do. But anyway, I said that was the sad side of me that's talking to them. You know what I'm saying? But I tell you, the corona got everybody calling on Jesus. You know what I'm saying? We saying Jesus, 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 Jesus. But I tell you, I know everybody ready for everything to go back to the way it used to be. Boy, I tell you, you sit back, you reminisce on how it was, but you know what? We took things a little bit for granted, Like we always thought everybody was going to always be there in our lives, and then we find out they weren't going to be in our lives. That don't mean they dead neither. Sometimes things just dead weight. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you could deal with pigeons every now and then, but them vultures, boy, I tell you. They something else. I'd rather be with eagles. You know what I'm saying? See, because eagles got different appetites. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I don't even know what got me on to that. But I guess I was just thinking about people. You know how some people could be. You know what I'm saying? But I tell you, it's a time that we got to love everybody, but you got to know the ones to hold close and the ones you got to say, love you. Love you. I tell you. But I tell you, I want y'all to be safe. Miss Big Betty Bombshell came way over here to New York City try to make it be. And what happened? Corona tried to mess things up. Boy, I tell you. Y'all might slow things down, but it ain't over. It ain't over. Because while all this is going around, you need to be inside creating and creating and creating and knowing how to maneuver and shift all around this what's going on. And you got to let it be known. You know what I'm saying? No sickness or disease can dwell in this body. No weapon formed against my life, my health, my finances, my property will be able to prosper in the name of Jesus. You better call them things that are though they are as though they are those things that are not as though they are. I'm telling you. Boy, look at here, look at here. But I'm going to obey when God say go, I'm going to go. When God say move left, I'm going to move left. God say move right, I'm move right. If God say jump up and down, I'm going to jump up and down. I don't care who think I'm crazy. But I'm going to listen. You got to listen, You got to watch as well as pray. You got to watch as well as pray. You're sitting over there, you better look at what's happening. Because, I don't even trust the news no more. You look at the news, but the time you news is really old news. But anyway, I just want y'all to be safe out there. This thing is real now. Be safe. Shoot. Big got people just falling all out and everything. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be safe. Make sure you safe. And most of all, you better make sure you got God.